Bread is much more than just food. It's a symbol, a quiet companion at humanity's table throughout history. From ancient civilizations to today, bread has been a key part of the diet for many cultures. Its smell, its feel, its taste, everything about it points to something deeper. It's about culture, tradition, and home. Sharing bread at the family table is a custom that goes beyond just eating. It means coming together, being part of a group, and passing down old knowledge. Bread recipes have been passed down for generations, with each family adding their own special touch, their best-kept secret. Its presence at the table is constant worldwide, a common thread in different food traditions. No matter the country, region, or culture, bread always finds its place, adapting to local ingredients and customs. From soups to sandwiches, bread is a versatile food that goes with any dish. Whether it's for dipping in hot soup, filling with our favorite ingredients in a sandwich, or simply enjoying on its own with a little olive oil, bread always does its job perfectly. Bread brings comfort and well-being, a feeling of warmth and safety that takes us back to happy times. Its fresh-baked smell fills the house, creating a cozy and homey atmosphere. It's a food that comforts the soul and connects us to our roots. And its story is tied to the history of civilization. From the first wheat farms to modern bakeries, bread has been a witness and a main character in human development. Making bread has pushed forward farming methods, tools, and knowledge that have shaped our society. Every country has its own version, a unique way of making this basic food. The variety of breads around the world shows the rich culture of each region, its ingredients, traditions, and customs. The barra in Spain, crispy and versatile, great for any meal. The baguette in France, a symbol of French cooking with its golden crust and soft inside. Pita bread in the Middle East, a flat and light bread, perfect for filling with falafel or hummus. This variety shows its cultural importance beyond just nutrition. Bread is not just a source of carbs but also a way to show identity, tradition, and connection to our roots. It's something that brings us together across borders and cultures. However, in recent decades, bread has gone from being a basic food to being criticized in many diets. It has been seen as bad, pushed to the side, and even completely removed from many people's diets. But is this bad reputation really fair? It's blamed for weight gain and high blood sugar, given negative traits that, in many cases, aren't true. This has led many to cut it out without professional advice, missing out on a food that, when eaten properly, can be part of a balanced and healthy diet. But should we really be afraid of such a basic food? Is bread the enemy of our health and well-being? Or is it possible to make peace with it and enjoy it without guilt? Science tells us to look past the myths, to check the facts, and to understand how bread affects our bodies. It's time to let go of old ideas and rely on real, proven information. It's not about whether bread is good or bad, or calling it a forbidden food or a superfood. The main thing is to understand that bread, like any other food, can be good or bad depending on how we eat it. Instead, it's about what kind we pick and how much we eat. The quality of the bread, the ingredients it's made with, and the amount we eat are key factors in how it affects our health. Understanding the differences between breads helps us make better choices, to pick those that give us more nutrients and fewer processed ingredients. Not all breads are the same, and knowing how to tell them apart is key to taking care of our health. Instead of banning it, let's learn to choose better, to find out about the options available, and pick the breads that fit our needs and preferences. The key is balance, and not overdoing it. This way we can enjoy bread in a healthy and mindful way, just as we have for centuries, without giving up its taste, tradition, and cultural value. Bread can continue to be a pillar on our table, a food that nourishes us and connects us to our history. Not all bread is the same. Each bread tells a different story, from its texture to its flavor. The world of bread is vast and varied, offering a delicious journey for our taste buds. Flour is key. It's the base on which every bread is built. The type of flour used dictates the bread's character, influencing its structure, flavor, and nutritional value. Refined flour loses fiber and nutrients during the milling process. This results in a lighter texture, but it sacrifices much of the grain's inherent goodness. While whole grain flour keeps all the grain's value, it holds onto the bran, germ, and endosperm, giving you lots of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Choosing whole wheat is a step towards healthier bread. Rye breads, with their distinct earthy flavor, offer a delicious alternative to wheat-based breads. Spelt, an ancient grain with a nutty and slightly sweet flavor, brings a unique touch to bread making. Or oats, which give a soft texture and a subtle sweetness, making it a comforting and healthy choice. offer unique and healthy profiles. Each grain brings its own set of nutrients and flavors, making our bread experience richer. Exploring these options can lead to exciting cooking discoveries. Commercial yeast makes bread fast, providing consistent and reliable rising in a relatively short time. It's a convenient option for those looking for efficiency in their baking. But sourdough, with its slow fermentation, develops complex flavors and textures that just can't be matched. This old-fashioned method needs patience and care, but the results are worth the effort, brings flavor and better digestion. The long fermentation process breaks down gluten, making it easier for some people to digest. Sourdough can lower the glycemic index, which means sugar is released more slowly into your bloodstream, and make bread more tolerable for some. This can be especially good for people who watch their blood sugar or those with sensitivities. Many industrial breads include, often putting shelf life and cost before nutritional value. Sugars, fats, added to make taste and texture better, but these can add unwanted calories and unhealthy fats, and unnecessary additives. These ingredients are often used to make food last longer and look better, but they might not be good for our health. Reading the label is key. It's our best defense against hidden ingredients and misleading claims. A good bread should have few recognizable ingredients. The shorter the list, the better. Look for ingredients you can easily spot and understand. Choose whole grain flours for their better nutrition and fiber. Water, the purest and most important ingredient. Yeast or sourdough, the things that bring dough to life and give it flavor. And salt. Salt makes the taste better and controls how the bread rises, so bread can be healthy and simple. By focusing on good ingredients and easy recipes, we can enjoy bread that feeds both our body and our soul. Quality starts with the ingredients. Choosing the best ingredients is the first step to making amazing bread. White bread, which is low in fiber, doesn't fill you up much and can make you eat too much, raising the chance of becoming obese. It's not the bread itself, but the kind and amount that matters. White bread has a high glycemic index, quickly raising blood sugar. This can mess with your appetite and increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. Whole grain bread, rich in fiber, helps with digestion and keeps your bowels regular. Some people might have stomach problems, but sourdough can help. Studies show that whole grains, including whole grain bread, lower the risk of heart disease. The problem is with refined and ultra-processed breads, not whole grain bread. The main difference between white and whole wheat bread is the flour. White bread loses fiber and nutrients when it's refined. Whole wheat bread keeps them. The fiber in whole wheat bread helps control blood sugar and keeps you feeling full longer. White bread has a high glycemic index, which can lead to insulin resistance. Whole wheat bread releases energy slowly and helps prevent type 2 diabetes. Not everything that looks whole wheat actually is. Check the ingredient list. Choose breads where the first ingredient is whole wheat flour. That way you get the real benefits of bread. The perfect amount of bread depends on your age, how active you are, and your health. Food guides suggest that at least half of your grains should be whole grains, which means about 2 to 4 servings a day for adults. A normal serving is 1 slice, which is about 30 grams. What you put on your bread is really important. Pick healthy things like avocado, hummus, or lean proteins. Whole grain bread is good for athletes, kids, and anyone who wants to feel full longer. If you don't move around much or have diabetes, you should adjust how much you eat. People with celiac disease should not eat bread with gluten. Make your bread eating fit your own needs. Let's clear up some common myths about bread. It's a basic food in many diets, but it often gets a bad rap. Is it really the enemy of a healthy lifestyle? Let's find out. The first myth. Bread doesn't make you fat on its own. It's not the bread itself that causes weight gain. The real culprit is too many calories. Eating more calories than you burn, no matter the source, leads to weight gain. Whole grain bread, in proper portions, can be a good part of a balanced diet. Choosing whole grain options and being mindful of portion sizes is key. It helps control weight because of its fiber. Fiber makes you feel full, helping you feel satisfied longer and possibly eating fewer total calories. Another myth. The soft inside and the crust have the same makeup. Nutritionally speaking, the soft inside and the crust are basically the same. So taking out the soft inside doesn't make you lose weight. Taking out the soft inside won't magically make the bread have fewer calories. It's more about what you like than a way to lose weight. Toasting bread doesn't lower its calories, it just changes how it feels. Toasting only changes how it feels and tastes. The toasting process dries out the bread, making it crunchier and bringing out different tastes. The glycemic index might go down a little when you toast it because the starch changes a bit. But remember, the calorie count is the same. The amount of calories stays pretty much the same. Gluten-free breads are only needed for specific health issues, specifically for people with celiac disease or gluten sensitivity. Unless you have celiac disease or a diagnosed gluten sensitivity, there's usually no need to avoid gluten. For most people, whole wheat bread is a great choice. Or rye is better nutritionally, giving you more fiber and nutrients than white bread. Keep in mind that many store-bought gluten-free breads can be tricky. They are low in fiber and high in sugars and added ingredients. Always read the list of ingredients carefully, so don't cut out bread without a medical reason. Don't cut out bread for no reason based on wrong information. The main thing is quality and how much you eat. Choose wisely, enjoy in small amounts, and listen to your body. Celiac disease needs you to completely get rid of gluten after a doctor says so. Non-celiac gluten sensitivity causes feelings that are alike, but it doesn't hurt your gut. A lot of times it's the fructans in wheat, not the gluten, that make you feel bad. Sourdough bread, because of how it's made, has less fructans and might be easier on your stomach. Don't try to figure out what's wrong yourself or stop eating bread without talking to an expert. Getting rid of gluten for no reason can hide real problems and limit good stuff your body needs. Getting the right diagnosis is super important for eating healthy. Spelt breads and whole rye offer variety and fiber, but they're not magically better than whole wheat. Whole rye bread stands out for its fiber and low glycemic index, great for feeling full and managing blood sugar. Sourdough bread, thanks to how it's fermented, makes it easier to digest and more nutritious. Puffed rice or corn cakes are often less nutritious and raise blood sugar more than whole wheat bread. Always choose whole grain, no matter the type. Read labels and look for simple ingredients. Pick whole grain breads and those made with slow fermentation for more benefits. Variety is good, but quality is what really matters. Bread is not a villain or a hero. Its impact depends on the type, amount, and situation. Always choose whole grain bread and check the ingredients. Try options like rye or sourdough for more fiber and better digestion. Eat bread in small amounts as part of a balanced meal. Pair it with healthy foods and avoid highly processed ones. Listen to your body and talk to a professional if you feel unwell. For most people, good quality whole grain bread in moderation is safe and healthy. Enjoy bread as part of a balanced lifestyle. Choose wisely, eat mindfully, and enjoy its benefits. Make peace with bread and let it be your friend at the table.